Sometimes the modern conveniences of life are worth it, but maybe not the first one when they come out. But the second or third or fourth, or I don't know how many years we've been seeing robot mowers now, but I feel like it's just at the point to where it's really worth it. And this here is the Navimow, which one is it? The I-110. This thing is made by Segway, which you've probably heard of Segway. Ooh, got a leaf. No, all right, it didn't really do much to that leaf. It's a tiny little robot mower. But as you can see, just looking around at this lot, it has been upkeeping it just fine now for what, a couple of weeks, I believe. And it's trimmed just like if you trimmed it yourself, really. Maybe in a few spots here and there, we got to go around and use a weed whacker, or what do you call them in your neck of the woods? A strimmer, a string mower. There's all kinds of names for them. Weed whacker. It's got a little camera on the front, and so it sees if there's anything in the way, and it'll stop and turn around and go right back. But real quiet. You may be able to hear a little bit. You know, I got that leaf. Ooh, chop that one in half. You know, with enough effort, it'll chop them up. And it's got nothing else to do, right? It's just kind of going around. So I ended up getting one of these models as well, and I've already done a little bit of modifications to mine. Put some spikes on the side because I've got a lot more ups and downs in the yard, and I think I'm going to disable the BP, the speaker inside, because it likes to notify you a lot of everything. And like if I give it a little, you know, oh, is that enough? Maybe it wasn't enough, but it'll beep a lot. And let's see, otherwise, I think I may cut the skirt on mine as well. A couple of modifications, which, you know, really aren't necessary, I think, for most lawns. But I've been quite impressed with it. I've got a really long garden, and besides a couple of spots getting through the garden, it's been doing just fine. The range of it still functions if it gets out of Wi-Fi, I learned, and it'll get back into it. And let's see, it's my garden from where the base is sitting to the other side of the other house is probably about 400 feet. So that's a pretty wide range for a mower, in my opinion. Bigger than most lots are deep. Runtime on these is actually really impressive. I also have a Luba 2 from Mammotion, and that one, it seems like it just needs to charge a lot, and it'll charge sometimes 2 times to do the place that I'm mowing with that one. And then when it's sitting there, it's constantly just eating at the battery. So if you pause it, let's say at noon, and you come back a few hours later, it will have lost 5 to 10% of its charge just sitting there waiting for you to restart it. Whereas this one doesn't seem to do that. It not only has a really big built-in battery, seems to mow longer between charges than the other one, but it can also automatically recharge and come back and do a whole setup that way. But really efficient on operation. But of course, you know, it's not big. It's not as big as the other one. It's not as fast as the other one by any means. And it just chews away just a little bit by a little bit. You know, a little bitty old platter inside. Works fine for mowing grass though. It's kind of amazing. Well, let me know if y'all have one of these. These seem to be, you know, not completely new technology, but now they're getting down to the price. You know, this is like a $1,200 model. They have them $1,000 models. It's getting down to the price to where I feel like the average person, when they go to buy a new mower, even a push mower these days, might be $600. And if you could spend an extra $400 or so and then not have to really do it yourself other than fiddling with these things, admittedly, there's a learning curve to them. But, you know, you walk them around your edge and you program it, and that's pretty much it. It doesn't take very long, honestly. So I don't know, maybe I'll have tried these things. Maybe they are just on that cusp where it's just now starting to be worth it. In my opinion, that's where we are. And they'll only get better, really. They'll only get better. But so far, I've been pretty impressed with this. I'm probably going to end up getting another one, because if I don't have to really mow much anymore, that's a lot of time saved. I was spending between 4 and 6 hours mowing between the various lots that I have every single week just to keep myself caught up with mowing. You know, the city will give you fines and everything. So just in that alone has been kind of worth it to me. So there you go. If y'all have any questions about them, leave your comments down below. In the meantime, instead of mowing, I guess we're just going to stare at this thing mow for a bit and make its way across. Thanks for tuning in. Have a great day.
Holmes Hobbies. The fields were overgrown and weeds had claimed their ground in our little southern town where shadows clung around. Folks lived in fear and hope had lost its way till electric robot mowers came to save the day. Plastic beasts with tiny blades, they whispered through the night, cutting paths through chaos, bringing back the light. It hummed a tune so eerie, like ghosts in modern skin, turning wild to wonder peace began again. Now we sing, oh we sing, in perfect harmony, thanks to the buzzing warriors, setting our town free. In the dance of the blades, we found a new song. Electric mowers saved us, we're right where we belong. Grandma's garden blooms in colors fresh and bright. Children chase the fireflies beneath the moon's soft light. The trees now tell a tale of days both dark and clear, and robot mowers whisper, no more to fear. Farmer John sits back, straw hat on his brow, nods to the robotic friend, wipe the sweat somehow. His crops stand tall and proud, it rolls so neat and fine. The town has found its rhythm, hearts and tiny blades entwined. In the heart of night, where shadows used to roam, the hum of robot mowers reminds us we're not alone. No ghost of past to see, no future dark and cold, just the gentle hum of progress, stories yet untold. Holmes Hobbies. In the heart of night, where shadows used to roam, the hum of robot mowers reminds us we're not alone. No ghost of past to see, no future dark and cold, just the gentle hum of progress, stories yet untold. Holmes Hobbies. Holmes Hobbies.